Dancing on the beat.
West Middle School respect. Others, yourself and property. OYP.
Yeah!
Respecting others, yeah, it's easy you see. Just look around you, do a good deed. Maybe let them go first and open the door. A friend you may score. Please do understand me fully. Respect it means don't be a big bully. Respect yourself, say what do I mean? Before you come to school, shower up and clean. It's time to show the world that you care. Wearing proper clothes and always brush your hair. So watch what you say, cause cussing ain't cool.
Potty mouth, no, it's not for school.
Treat your property like it's gold. Take care of things whether young or if old. Keep your hands off of other people's stuff. Be kind to your book and don't be rough. Taking care of things, yeah, this is the way. Because if you don't, a fine you may pay. Respect. Do you hear what I'm saying? Respect. OYP is not playing. Respect. Did you hear what I said? Respect. Get OYP in your head. Respecting others means teachers like me. Show up for class on time and don't be tardy. If you want to speak in class, just lift up your hand. This is how it's done, I hope you understand. So give up some respect and get it in return. When we all work together, we all can learn. Respect. Do you hear what I'm saying? Respect. OYP is not playing. Respect. Did you hear what I said? Respect. Get OYP in your head.
West Middle School respect. Others, yourself and property. OYP.
Yeah!
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another edition of West News on this Friday, August 22nd of 2014. I'm bringing you the news from the High Ability / Journalism Room here at West Middle. Now, to start things off this morning, let's check out what's been going on at West Middle. On Wednesday, August 13th, many of you attended the Welcome Back Dance. Looks like you guys had a lot of fun. The 7th and 8th grade football teams held their preseason scrimmage last Thursday, the 14th, and proved that they do have what it takes to dominate the season. They had their first regular season game last night against conference rival, the Paul Hadley Pioneers. Volleyball opened up their season on Wednesday against Center Grove North at Center Grove, and then hosted Jackson Creek last night over at Bell East. Homework help also kicked off this week. Now, if you're struggling in any subject or just need a little extra time to get some things done, you might want to check into homework help. However, you will not be allowed to attend without the proper paperwork, which you can obtain in the office. West Middle School's Family Pantry got underway yesterday in the cafeteria. And finally, Picture Day was also yesterday, so everybody got their mugshots taken. By the way, due to the nature of the new taped format here at West News, any detailed information about any events that happen here, athletic or otherwise, will come a week later. So if you have any information, any write-ups, anything at all that you want me to put on the news, please get it to me as soon as possible so we can get it on the next episode. Now we're going to move in a bit of a different direction and introduce a new element I'd like to call the West News Teacher Feature.
My name is Miss Richardson, and I teach 7th and 8th grade science. I went to Green Township Elementary, then I went to East Middle School. Here at the high school, went to IU Bloomington, and did my student teaching at East with Earl Hannaford, which was awesome. And then taught over at Indian Creek Schools for a while, but I've always wanted to get back here at West. That's where I wanted to be, so I'm finally here and super excited. Today we brought in a ton of insects that I've had, and we looked at some insect parts under the microscope, just learning how to use a microscope. So far we've had turtles, we've had frogs, we've had kids bring in all sorts of rocks to identify. We try to take out at least 10 minutes of the day to do something different than just where we're at curriculum-wise. We were experimenting with baking soda and how it has a rising effect with heat. And that way, when we go to cook with it and we apply heat, we can see why our cookies will hopefully rise. Just trying to get some experiments started in addition to other things that we're doing.
Thank you, Ms. Richardson, for joining us on West News and for being the first of hopefully many more to come. And now, what's happening at West Middle? In sports, girls golf gets underway next Tuesday, August 26th at Foxcliff against Indian Creek. 7th and 8th grade volleyball will go up against Bachelor at Bell East that same day. Cross country will be at Reynolds Farm at 5:30 on Wednesday the 27th, and they'll be running against Decatur Central. Also that same day, boys golf gets underway versus Indian Creek at Indian Creek. 7th and 8th grade A-only football will head to Indian Creek to face the Braves on Thursday, August 28th. In other business, keep selling those fundraising items. All orders are due next Tuesday, the 26th. Once again, those orders are due on the 26th. The middle school color guard will be holding auditions next Thursday, the 28th at Bell East Middle. If you are interested, you must attend a 3-day clinic starting on Monday, the 25th. For more information, grab a flyer in the cafeteria. And Boys Movie Club gets underway next week on Thursday, the 28th. If you'd like to attend, you must sign up in the front office. And now here's a look at what you'll be watching.
They took everything from me. I do not fear, for you are with me. All those who defied me shall be ashamed and disgraced. Those who wage war against me shall perish. I will find strength, find guidance, and I will triumph.
And now, here's a look at some weather. And now to add a little pop culture to West News, I thought it might be informative to give you a rundown of some releases happening in the entertainment industry. For example, the film If I Stay, based on the best-selling book by Gail Forman, which you can find in our very own library, starring Chloe Grace Moretz and Jamie Blackley, hits theaters tonight. Upcoming releases in the music world include Brad Paisley's 11th studio album, Moonshine in the Trunk, My Everything by Ariana Grande, Smokey Robinson's back with Smokey and Friends, and Avenged Sevenfold with Resurrected. All those will hit shelves next week. And now I'm going to send it over to your assistant principal and athletic director, Mr. Deckard, for the weekly principal's message.
Good morning, students and staff. It's Friday, August 22nd, 2014. I'm Phil Deckard II, your Martinsville West Middle School athletic director. I'd like to update everybody on our sports in action for next week. Tuesday, August 26, 2014, the girls' golf team will be in action versus Indian Creek at Foxcliff starting at 4 o'clock p.m. The same evening, the girls' 7th and 8th grade volleyball team will be in action versus Bachelor at Bell East Middle School at 6 o'clock p.m. Wednesday, August 27, 2014, the boys' golf team will be in action versus Indian Creek at Indian Creek starting at 4 o'clock p.m. On the same evening, the cross country will be in action versus Decatur Central at Decatur Central starting at 5:30 p.m. Then on Thursday, August 28, 2014, the girls' 7th and 8th grade volleyball team will be back in action versus Franklin Middle School at Franklin starting at 5 o'clock p.m. The same evening, the boys' 7th grade A football team and the 8th grade A football team will be in action versus Indian Creek at Indian Creek starting at 5:30 p.m. The thought for the day: add 10 more minutes to your day. The alarm goes off. You think, the snooze button. Hit the snooze button, just 10 more minutes. Take this approach. The night before, the alarm is set 10 minutes earlier than usual. The next morning, the alarm goes off. Again, the thought, the snooze button. It's beautiful. You just added 10 more minutes to your life. Thank you, and have a great weekend.
And now it's time for a new segment I'd like to call Something to Think About. Here's something to think about. Think about the word know. K-N-O-W. As in, I know the answer. Or, I knew the answer, but then I forgot it. Or, I will know the answer after I study. And of course, there are the other tenses: has known, had known, have known, am knowing, is knowing, are knowing. You get the gist. So, why isn't a word like snow the same way? It snows. That's fine. But what about yesterday? It snowed 17 inches. It has snowed recently. Why can't these words be the same? That's something to think about. And that'll about wrap it up for this week's episode. But before we depart, I gotta send a quick shout out to Mr. Collier for writing the lyrics to OYP and for performing the vocals. Now don't forget, you can follow West Middle on Twitter at WestRDPride, and you can check out previous West News episodes and other videos on YouTube. And as always, if you have any ideas, suggestions, or announcements for West News, please stop by and see Mrs. Lips, Mr. Deckard, or myself, and let one of us know. Hey, I'm Mr. Smith. Thanks for watching. Have a great Friday and an even greater weekend. And
Project 21 kids and supervisors, please report to the front of the building for bus pickup. Thank you.
you're welcome.